Hello everybody, this is N.M.P.D here, and today, in this video is a continuation of listening to an audio clip of EDP's ex-girlfriend basically telling her side of the story. If you haven't seen part 1 of my video reacting to it, then I highly recommend you check it out. Link will be down below in the description. And without further ado,
let's get this show on the road!
Did you have any inkling that he was the way he was when it came to underage?
No clue, because he has a tendency to bring me up on videos and in places where it doesn't need to happen. I told you earlier, like, I even had to file police reports, which they didn't follow up on and they didn't do anything. But, so I kind of keep an eye, and people that know me kind of keep an eye on this stuff just in case I come up again, because it's happened.
she had to file police reports because of what EDP did by exposing her and putting her face out there like that. Jesus, man.
I mean, it's been almost 2 years since we broke up, and it's happened like 4 or 5 times. So the first time I even got an inkling of this at all was when Cold Raven started pulling stuff out and saying stuff, and I'm like, holy crap. And my initial thought, and I know a lot of his followers thought this too, my initial thought was just like, okay, he doesn't really get it. Like, I didn't see him as a malicious person.
And that right there is your biggest mistake. It doesn't matter whom the individual is. They can have their ways being malicious. You have no idea.
But I also saw him as someone who doesn't really comprehend things very well.
I see.
And so I'm like, he doesn't realize how much trouble he's getting himself into. He doesn't realize what he's doing. But after that all went down and he continued, at that point he realizes, and he even mentioned it in stuff with you guys, the whole like, I don't want to get in trouble, don't go to the cops, don't be screen recording this. Like, he knew. But when it initially came out at first, like, I was just glad that I wasn't part of it, partially. And then the other part of me was like, I don't think he gets what he's doing. I don't think he gets how bad it is, because he doesn't always understand things.
It's kind of funny in a way because he's still at it again trying to come back on the internet, and sooner rather than later, he's gonna know the hard way when it's way too late.
Do you think he's on the spectrum potentially?
From a professional point of view, I don't think he's on the spectrum.
Or you just think he just doesn't have a lot of self-awareness, you know?
There's some kind of developmental delay, I would say, definitely. But on the spectrum, no. He's too social. He makes eye contact.
Yeah.
Which doesn't bother him. Like, I wouldn't put him on the spectrum, but are there developmental delays and he learns in a different way? Yes.
Maybe he did back then, but I still don't believe that to be true, because if he really was that self-aware of what he does online, he wouldn't be going as far as to admit degenerate shit and actually do it too.
We heard that he got all A's in high school. I don't know if he texted that or said it on a call. He didn't get all A's in high school because he said junior and senior year he got all A's in high school.
I saw that and laughed. I don't really know. I know he had to repeat some classes early on, like freshman, sophomore year. I honestly think, and I could be wrong, so don't take me 100% on this, but if I'm correct, he barely graduated.
Oh, god damn. So EDP is just a major liar in this situation, saying that he got all A's and yet he had to move a couple grades back. Man, I don't believe that shit one damn bit. He's only saying that to try to impress her at the time that they were dating, which only lasted for 5 months, which I gotta say, on my previous video, I didn't think much of it back then, and honestly, I didn't really care. But when it comes to 5 months in a relationship, it's not really all official. Honestly, EDP's ex is partly to blame for rushing in on this without even questioning him further, getting to know him more, especially about what he does with his career. If he lied about it and never really mentioned his channel, then I think that would be an appropriate time to end the whole relationship here and there, so that way nobody's hearts could get broken sooner rather than later. Then again, EDP would still not handle it very well, and he would hold a massive grudge to her. He would still make those videos of exposing her and putting her face out there, which, coming to think of it, I think I've seen a couple of videos of him actually mentioning her. Well, specifically didn't mention her name, but it's definitely referring to her, which that could be for another video for another time. EDP is definitely to be considered a lolcow at this point. Holy shit, dude.
There's some things he knows really well, and there's some things that he doesn't comprehend. I used to sit and read his contracts for him. They sent him a contract because they wanted to use the clip from his YouTube videos.
Oh, I didn't
read
even
all
know
the
that.
contracts and explained them to him. He wanted to switch because he had a contract with somebody, and he wanted to switch because he wasn't making money off of it. I went through his contract and looked at all the stipulations and looked at what did he have. When he was trying to do business as far as YouTube with people and this and that, he would tell me what he wants to say, and I would type it up professionally and send it from his phone.
God damn! Oh man! EDP claims to have a ton of A's back in high school, and yet he can't even go through the contracts on his own. And basically his ex had to do it all for him, which if she made the choice to wanting to help him with this, then, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Damn, EDP. Your ex out here being a secretary helping you out with your paperwork. Where can I get a hot piece of ass like that? No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I am joking. Oh, Jesus. Somebody's gonna think I was serious there. I'm joking.
Can't even have a laugh these days without somebody to get offended. And these same people probably wonder why comedy is dead.
Jeez. That's crazy.
But, I am the horrible person. I am spineless. I don't care about anybody because I'm selfish. He has plenty to say about me.
Right.
Jesus, EDP. That really says something about you. You're calling her spineless and you're calling her selfish? What the hell does that make you then?
Try to relax your anus.
He even goes as far, and this is what makes me laugh. Like, you watched that video. At one point, he kind of insinuates that I do inappropriate things with my students.
Yeah, I saw that. How he's like...
So ironic with this going down. So he's like, she takes 7th and 8th graders to Magic Mountain. Okay, it's a school-sponsored graduation trip for the 8th graders.
I didn't know EDP got ass mad over a graduation trip, and he tried to conscrew that. Wow.
Yeah, and, I saw a clip of him talking about, a 14-year-old, and he's saying, man, if you do that to a 14-year-old, you just gross and all that, and he just goes ahead and goes one lower and stuff like that, so...
But 13's okay, right? 13's
of course.
Okay?
Yeah, magic number, for sure.
Oh, the irony. Oh, man. 14's not okay, but 13's okay because that is the exact equalization of his number, 445, which makes sense for the meaning of why he has those numbers.
What really, really hit me is to watch you guys talk to him. And when you asked why, and he was talking about being lonely, my heart has always gone out for him for this because he doesn't have a lot of connections that are strong. Most of his friends are through the YouTube community and the Eagles community. Outside of that, Erica wouldn't even talk to him when we were dating. Him and his brother do not get along at all. Him and his dad don't get along at all. Him and his sister sometimes, but there was a point in time when we were together that she wouldn't talk to him because he said something that made her mad.
Damn. Well, first things first, I didn't even know that EDP even had a brother. That's a first for me. And secondly, oh man, EDP just does not get along with a lot of people I see. I would have almost pitied him, but at the same time, he has absolutely no shame for anything that he does, including being an absolute disgusting child. Need I to remind some of you yet again that he literally sent a shit pic to somebody who he thought was an underage cupcake, let's just say?
Well, I was actually coming out here to pick up a cupcake.
Even if he did this to an adult, that's still fucking abnormal behavior and it's weird. So EDP wasn't lying about one thing, and that is most certainly for a fact that it is his loneliness. Loneliness ain't no game. It ain't no joke neither. It's a real serious thing. And obviously it ain't no excuse for what EDP tried to do. Let me make that clear for a fact. And it really just goes to show and prove the point that no matter how many followers you got online, it doesn't guarantee you going anywhere in real life when it comes to making friends and connections, etc.
From what he would talk about in his videos and on the phone, he only mentioned his mom. He didn't mention his father, sister, or he mentioned other family members, but I didn't even know. Was he estranged from them or what?
I don't want to say too much because it's his family.
Oh, true.
When
Yeah.
I was dating him, he was living with his dad. They were living together, and that was not a good situation.
You want to give me my Vaseline, please, Ryan? Damn, let me get my black ass out of here.
He felt his dad was taking advantage of him, and I think if he let his dad would completely. So.
Wow. So his father takes advantage of EDP? So much for the EDP bloodline. Holy shit.
Yeah, his sister is really sweet and really cool, and I got to go to his niece's, or nephew's birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
You know him, he doesn't care what people think, and he says whatever random stuff comes to his head. So he'll post something that offends somebody, and then, like, he posted something online that offended his sister, and then she stopped talking to him. And he didn't see it as a big deal, and she did, and he couldn't see it from her point of view, and from both points of view, it wasn't good.
EDP out here being a shit starter, not thinking first before he posts. That's classic EDP for you.
So, like, when he talks about being lonely, that breaks my heart. Part of me even is like, I wish he had someone to talk to. I wish I knew he had someone to go to. But at the same time, like, he's done so much to me, I can't be that person.
Right.
Damn. EDP fucked all that up. He's really got nobody to talk to in general.
But Mr. N.M.P.D, there's always therapy.
Yeah, well, I got news for you. Therapy doesn't work on EDPs. I remember seeing a video on True Blue before it got deleted, over YouTube shenanigans, I assume. Chris Hansen interviewed an EDP that was caught and arrested at the station and questioned him if he even went to therapy to fix it. And he replied saying that he did. It basically did not help him at all. He's still at it again. So if it can't cure EDPs, then therapy doesn't guarantee to cure anything else.
So do you think it was fair that we posted a video of him caught in the act?
I have a little bit of a hard time with it. Things need to change, and it's not going to change. I've filed a police report against him, and nothing happened. If you let people get away with it, it's going to get worse. He needs help, and it's not going to come any other way.
So much for the police. Jesus Christ, I can see why some people decide to take matters into their own hands.
He knows that I'm really close to my own students, and I really connect with them, especially the athletes. I was up in Reno this weekend working with some of my athletes and visiting them.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the boys got a text message from his little brother saying, this is what's going down, and sent it all to us. And I'm like, okay. So I start keeping an eye on it, because my biggest thing is I want to make sure I'm not a part of this, because you never know when I'm going to creep back up.
Of course.
He's really good at that. So I kind of just kept it low and didn't say anything and kept an eye on it. And then when you, yesterday when they did the live stream and just read through all of the chat, after, and this like really scares me, I don't know what he says on his live streams. I've never seen one, never want to. But after a live stream, when he was talking back to your decoy, she's like, so you slept with your teacher? And he goes, no, it was my ex-girlfriend who was a teacher. First of all, why is he talking about me on the live stream? We broke up almost 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And 2, we never slept together. So why is he telling a 13-year-old this? I never had sex with him.
Oh, wow.
Fuck.
Damn, EDP. So it's been confirmed by his ex that they've never even fucked. Damn, EDP. I'm surprised you didn't even try to make your move and give her a good old... Instead, you went out like... Guess the nice guy phase within EDP was too strong to even let out a little bit of that bad boy energy, if you will. Oh, so it's confirmed that EDP is a turbo virgin. Oh, Jesus. EDP is such a pathological liar that it's just unbelievable to even believe a damn thing he says now at this point. Holy shit. He is somebody that shouldn't be trusted no matter what.
And he also...
So then that's the point where I, like, contacted you, and I'm like, I've been dragged through the mud so much on this. I have had sleepless nights. I have been through police reports, and now I get to start again.
Right. I appreciate you, and, you know, let me know if you ever need anything.
Thank you. It's nice to actually, for once, have my voice be heard.
Yeah,
Because
of
all the
course.
times that he posts stuff and says stuff about me, I know if I say anything back or try to defend myself, 1, his followers are going to read me. And 2, now everybody I know is going to connect me to it, and I couldn't have that. And so for 2 years, I just shut my mouth and put up with everything he posted about me.
Jesus.
And that right there concludes the interview. And I gotta say, it was quite wild indeed. I had to do a lot of editing, mostly to cut up a lot of the spacing, and especially with the guy that completely screwed up the sting when EDP first got caught. You know, the guy that said the N-word with the hard R, who is an actual racist little punk goblin. That guy. Yeah, that's right. You think I wouldn't even bring that up again, huh? No chance in hell am I ever gonna forget that for a fact, that's for sure. Sure, he may have been the one to expose EDP red-handed, but that doesn't mean I have to respect him for his past and what he is and what he's really known for. I don't give a damn how many years it is. That's what he's gonna be known for, and that's what he will be known for in my eyes. I'm gonna treat racists just as bad as child... I don't give a fuck. When he got interviewed by Chris Hansen, he basically called him out for his racism. You know how he reacted? He was like, you know, it was just so many years ago. I was young and poor me. Boo. Despite the fact that he's 18 years old at the time, and to also bring that up for a fact that he is a year older than me, no excuses. Yeah, basically that's just how he reacts. And Chris Hansen basically just had to educate him like he's another one of his high school teachers. Do you know how embarrassing it is for Chris Hansen to fucking educate you over fucking simple shit like that? That has to be humiliating. But no, this dude has no shame. He's like, oh, can we please stop talking about it? We don't need to talk about that. He's just as unremorseful as EDP, but except he ain't no cupcake addict, but he's racist, so that doesn't necessarily save his case. And not to mention the fact that he didn't really take the investigation seriously. He treated it all like it's just a big joke. Like it's not all that deep by making these unfunny jokes that were seen from a mile away. And that's also another reason that I almost forgot to mention on my previous EDP video, that he didn't even take the situation seriously. He just treated it like it's just another day, another video to upload for the internet to see. And another thing that explains about EDP's weight gain back in 2019 was because of the breakup, which actually explains why he ended up letting himself go. All because of a breakup over a 5-month relationship that's not really that serious, I bet. And that's all it took for him to just give up on the weight loss journey and his whole dignity while he's at it. That is just honestly fucking sad in his case. I'm not feeling sorry for him or anything. Don't get it twisted. I feel like this is all karma coming back to bite EDP after what he did by blasting his ex-girlfriend's face and basically coming up with some extreme white lies while he's at it too. This is just karma at its finest, so now he's the one that's getting exposed. Crazy how fate works. Well, anyways, that's definitely gonna do it for this video. Hopefully you guys do enjoy it. If you do, be sure to leave a like, comment what you think down below, and subscribe for more, and yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys next time.